So we have everything ready. Your officiating crew, Steve Hanecki, Nick Meyer, and Bobby Bassant. Those are the referees for this game. Ball's in the air, and the tap controlled by Abilene Christian. But it's going to be a lot of fun. You can hear the benches and a lot of communication out there. Keaton Norris, and he goes down the low block. There's Calvin on the turnaround jumper, and he'll get a friendly roll. So 2-0 in favor of Wright State. And Tim Finke for Wright State pulls the rebound. Here's Calvin, dribble penetration, dish outside. That's Norris for three. Played in the postseason in the CBI last year. They beat Troy and Ohio University before losing to Mid-Tennessee. And there's another turnover picked up by Amari Davis. Here's Davis with the basketball. Terminates. They swing it around. It's Calvin. They have ISO. Step back. Two-pointer. Good. It's 7-0. 7-0 in favor of the Wright State Raiders. And there's the big fella, and that's Arian Simmons. And it falls. So it just seems a little bit shell-shocked. They just cannot control the basketball. Here's Calvin. Calvin pull-up jumper, baseline, good, and one. So TREY Calvin will go to the free throw line, a chance for three. His diagonal pass up top for Ja'Shawn Jackson. And now Madden off the double team. They clamped it, and the shot from deep on the corner. And that basket is good. But Blake Sisley comes into the game for Wright State at 6'9", so now they're going to try to beef it up a little bit down in the low block. They're a good screen and roll team. The backdoor cut, that's Finke, and underneath the basket, it's Andrew Wellage. It's Arian Simmons. And then back up top for Madden. And the three-pointer by Steele, and he drains it. Cameron Steele with the bucket. And now you just have a two-possession game at 15-9 in favor of Wright State. Three-point range outside, that's Ubricks. Alex Ubricks for Brognes' first basket, 1 out of 1. His team is 8 for 13, shooting 62% as we approach the halfway point of the first half. Deep in the corner once again, and that bucket is good by Madden. So Madden now gets his first points on the afternoon, and it's a 20-12 Wright State lead. TREY Calvin. Oh, nice backdoor. The finish underneath by Amari Davis. Active, if you will, so far today. They go cross court, and the bucket is good by Amari Davis. Simmons trying to shake his man Finke at the head of the circle. Now the dribble drive, and that's Jackson for two. 14 in favor of Wright State, the Raiders. Down the low block, that turnaround. What a sweet jumper inside by Arian Simmons. And the feed from Damian Daniels. That pocket pass down low, and then the counter by TREY Calvin. You could hear that in the background. He's just a little bit off balance when he took that jumper, but he was wide open. And now the other way, there's Damian Daniels. Daniels penetrating, take it all the way up and in. The shortest man on the court. And Daniels cuts a lead down to 9 at 29-20. And now a steal back the other way. Here comes Tobias Cameron. Cameron squares up, fires a three, it's good! Don't look now, but it's a two-possession game at 29-23 with 5:44 to go. And the benches come to life, and the few fans that are here this afternoon are also coming to life. Good scramble underneath, the reverse layup, and that is good by Noel. And here they come again, Alex Ubricks. Oh, nice crossover, gets into the paint, pull-up jumper, free throw line, good! Finke up top, and now that's A.J. Braun. Back to Finke. Here's Ubricks. Finke, oh, underneath, wide open. Another good cut, and they made him pay for it. Jackson looking to trigger, and he finally does get it in bounds. Arian Simmons, and then the drive and the basket for two, and that was Ali Dibba. Coach Nagy did not like that, and like his team wants them to finish, I'm sure, up top here, and that's Ali Dibba. Ali Dibba with the bucket for two. And it's down to an 8-point lead. And right now we see, to try to keep their players out of foul trouble, Abilene Christian settling back into a 2-3 zone. So attacking it was Davis, and that is Ubrich. I'm sorry, no. Cameron up top. Jackson triggers, and that's going to be a little bit too long. Rebound cleared by Brandon Knoll. 40 seconds to go. It's about a 16-second differential, but who needs it? The finish by Knoll. Calvin in the second half now, 0 for 2 shooting. Look for a screen by Steele, then Steele squares up. His three-pointer on the way, and that is no good. Rebound fought for underneath. Finke kept it alive. Out to Troy Calvin. And the finish on the dunk by Amari Davis. Around a double screen. Good pickup there, as it was TREY Calvin. They're going to extend some of the pressure there to about the midcourt line. And now we see them backing off. Abilene Christian does. And here's TREY Calvin on the drive. Gave it to Davis. Underneath, that's Brandon Knoll. Bucket and one! Brandon Knoll. That was on the drive, and so the inbound comes in for the Wildcats. And up top, it was Dibba. And now the pass outside, and the bucket for Madden. Three-pointer. And now the half-court set for Wright State. Again, it's Norris with the ball. And then stepping in the pass lane, here's another steal by Dibba. Dibba, and down the lane, bucket for two, Arian Simmons. Madden working on Ubrich. And now the jump hook is good inside. And that was Joe Pleasant. So Pleasant helping out his team. A little jump hook. It's a nice little shot there in the lane. And for Pleasant now, he's got 5 points as he's looking to come back and conditioning and trying to get it to be 100% on that drive. The basket is good by TREY. Good cross-court pass. Amari Davis has been pretty quiet. And now he commits the turnover. Cameron Steele was helping out. Oh, wow. The bucket and the basket. And Amari Davis now with 13 in the game. Back to an 11-point lead. We're under 12. We'll get a media timeout at the next stop. Madden, or rather Cameron. And now up top, the three-pointer by Cameron Steele. He drills it. Throw the ball away. Or Wright State, to their credit, picks it up. And here's a three-point shot by Calvin. It's good. He buries it. And that's what happens. And that's why they can't get back in this game. Off the iron. And the rebound came down to Keaton Norris. They get it around outside deep in the corner. That's Calvin for three. He fills it up. It's back to a 13-point advantage. Just like that, back-to-back buckets by Calvin. The drive by Madden, shot underneath, and that is altered by Finke. Taken out of there by Andrew Willage, and underneath Calvin. Back, oh, the bucket's good and one. Every time you see this this team from Abilene get back into it, they either turn it over or they give a bucket like that. A.J. Braun. College basketball action here from just outside of Las Vegas. Dibba again. And Nagy, we might have down low block. It's Pleasant. He gives it up top on the way. Three is good by Daniels. So Calvin backing down his man. Calvin fadeaway jumper at the baseline. It's going to be a little bit too long. One and done. Behind his back is Dibba. Sloppy possession, but the finish and the flush by Cameron Steele. So now it is a 3-possession game with 6:15 to go. 66-57, and another. There's Calvin, crossover again, throws it outside. Dribble drive, Amari Davis, and he gets that shot to go down. Norris been quiet here in the second half. Amari Davis, they whip it around the perimeter. Now 7 on the shot clock. Here's Davis, dribble penetration. Now pull up, jumper, good! Out of the backcourt, here's TREY Calvin. Calvin working on Damian Daniels. Norris thought to shoot, now backs it out. And now shooting, it's Calvin from 3-point range, swish. And they'll be in action against Weber State out of Ogden, Utah. Calvin, swish on that short jumper. He now has 27 of the game. 77-61. And Abilene Christian can't drain that final shot. A look of disgust.